High-value men are a rare species of man. They are the cream of the crop, and their laid-back nature attracts women like a magnet. These men, however, prefer spending their time alone, or with a small group of people. They are oftentimes seen as detached and withdrawn, and they are well known for ignoring women. So why do some high-value men ignore women? There are a number of reasons for why they would do this. It's possible that they don't have the time or energy to invest in a relationship with a woman. Or perhaps they just aren't looking for anything romantically at the moment. Or maybe they've been burned by a woman in a previous relationship, and now prefer to keep their relationships at arm's length. Whatever the case may be, there is no question that a high-value man can be a challenge when getting to know him. But once you get past the detached nature, what lies ahead is a world of fascinating possibilities. Let's review a few reasons why some high-value men ignore women. Number 1. They are often misread by women. High-value men look at life from an unbiased point of view, and they do not always respond to circumstances in the way that other people would want them to. This can be misinterpreted as distant or rude by others, but this is not at all their intention. They are usually pretty meek, and will speak up only when they have something interesting to add to the conversation. When they do speak up, their opinion is sometimes seen as a challenge by women who cannot see past his prior silence. Women often think that if a man doesn't talk much, then he must be boring or not interested in her. When a high-value man does have something to say, it is usually interesting and thought-provoking. They do not speak just for the sake of speaking, but when they do talk, their insights will often be well worth listening to. Number 2. They relish in solitude. High-value men tend to prefer their own company, or the company of a few close friends, rather than large groups where they feel overwhelmed and outnumbered. And while they can enjoy parties and social gatherings, they usually need to take plenty of breaks in order to recharge their batteries. They also enjoy the quietness of solitude. This can be anything from watching a documentary or reading a book, to spending time alone in nature. And because of this, they often find it difficult to live with a woman who is constantly seeking attention. Number 3. They have high standards. High-value men are constantly exploring new possibilities and changes in life, which is why they often need a long time to commit. They know what type of woman is right for them, so they will not waste their time on the wrong person. They may come across as anxious when it comes down to making a commitment, when in reality, however, they are highly selective with everything in life. They have high standards, so they will wait until they meet the right person. They won't settle, and they will only commit when they know the relationship is going to be worth it. Number 4. They are often focused on their purpose. High-value men tend to be focused individuals, and sometimes they don't have the time or energy for a relationship. This is the case with many people who are deep into their purpose. Their focus lies elsewhere, and they prefer to channel their energy and efforts into other areas. They may enjoy a woman's company, but if they do have a partner, it is usually someone who understands this about them, and doesn't get upset when they need time to themselves. If they are single, high-value men tend to enjoy women who are intelligent and ambitious themselves. They prefer to date women who have their own interests and passions outside of the relationship. Number 5. They hate wasting their time and energy. High-value men tend to be good judges of character, and they prefer to invest in genuine people who have something worthwhile to offer. For this reason, they often find it difficult when trying to date someone who is not genuine, or doesn't have anything to offer other than drama and emotional games. They tend to stay away from women who are constantly seeking attention and instead, prefer those with enough self-confidence to allow themselves to be loved and supported by the man they choose. Instead of wasting their time on fake women, they prefer to spend it pursuing their own interests and passions. There are so many insincere people in this world. High-value men have had enough of being manipulated by them, which is why they prefer to keep things simple. They want a partner who will reflect a positive attitude back to them, and who can enjoy life without the need for drama or attention. Number 6. They are loners by choice. High-value men love their time alone. This is not to say they want to spend their lives alone, but it's just that they usually only invest time in the relationships they truly value. And it's because of this, they do tend to ignore women out of either a lack of interest, or a lack of time. They may come across as aloof and unapproachable at first, but they are really just introverted until you get to know them. They are cautious about who they open up to, intend to keep more to themselves. Number 7. Freedom. Freedom is extremely important to high-value men. They like to experience life, and spend time with people who share the same values, without any judgment or control. They will often do whatever they feel in the moment, expressing their free spirit in everything they do. They aren't tied down by rules or regulations, and they enjoy creating new experiences for themselves. The high-value man abhors being controlled or manipulated. They prefer to live life on their own terms, without the added baggage of control, neediness or jealousy that comes with most women. Freedom is everything to them. Number 8. They need a lot of space. High-value men find it hard to share their inner thoughts when they are young, because they are constantly on an inward search for who they are and what type of life they want. They feel like their inner voice is more important than the outside noise, and this is why they find it difficult to commit, while they are on their path to becoming high value. They may lose interest in women, because they are not ready for a relationship, but this is only temporary. Once they find their path in life, they will commit to the right person. They may need a lot of alone time in order to discover who they are, and what they want, but this is not to say they are wallowing in self-pity or laziness. They are simply focused on the long term rather than the short term, and this focus often results in intense self-reflection. Number 9. They may have been hurt in the past. Unfortunately, some high-value men have been burned by women in the past, and as a result they tend to put up walls that make them difficult to approach. They may not even realize that they are doing this. But what is important to know is that any woman who is able to break down those walls will be well rewarded. If a high-value man has been burned in the past, it doesn't mean he can never open up and love someone again. It simply means that he needs to take things very slowly, and the woman has to prove herself worthy of his trust. Number 10. They don't need the drama. High-value men aren't interested in women who constantly seek attention and drama. They like to keep their lives stress and drama-free, avoiding all the emotional ups and downs that come with dating women. This is not to say they want a woman without any strong opinions or self-belief, but rather they prefer women who can voice their opinions without creating drama. They prefer women who have a positive attitude towards life, and are supportive of everything they do.